Spinning up there, mate. Tilting. There you go.
Bumpy, look! David lifted him up. He's got chocolate all over his face.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me once again welcome you to the Imperial War Museum Duxford and our Spring Air Show, the first of our calendar of events here this year, commemorating the 70th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, an air war in which, of course, this airfield at Duxford, then Royal Air Force Duxford, played a vitally important part. Memories of that period are all around you when you walk among. We watched the takeoff of the Hawker Hurricane 1 and the Supermarine Spitfire 2A, opening the Duxford Spring Air Show 2010. Then it's the Marshall formation from the Cambridge Aero Club with 3 Cessna 172s and the extra 200. The Battle of Britain Memorial Flight's Dakota is next up at just about 2:30. That's followed by the Grob Tutor from 115 Squadron Royal Air Force and the 2 Chipmunks. And I'll just break off here, running in from the left, the Hurricane 1 and the Spitfire 2A. Enemy aircraft.
And on that fly past there you can make a good comparison of the silhouettes of these wonderful aeroplanes. Elliptical wing of the famous Spitfire, of course. don't know the story of the Battle of Britain, but as we watch these aircraft, we must remember also it was a victory for the nation as a whole, with the advent of radar and the observer corps and all of those bits of the infrastructure that enabled the Royal Air Force to win that most mighty of air battles.
There is, and it's an almost impossible question to answer. Many people have different perspectives. It's important to remember that during the battle, tactics did vary, and the Hurricanes were often, notably from about July 1940 onwards, sent to attack the slower flying bombers and the multi-engine Messerschmitt 110s. The Spitfires, meanwhile, being sent after the Messerschmitt 109s. There's no doubt that part of the Hurricane's superiority in terms of numbers of kills during the battle can be put down to some numbers. Between the 10th of July 1940 and the end of October, the period generally viewed as including the battle, average fighter command strength in terms of Hurricanes was some 1,326. It possessed during the same period an average 957 Spitfires.
To put into the carburettor of the Berlin engine, which cured the problem of the Berlin actually cutting out when it was inverted.
It never ceases to amaze, does it, the levels of care, attention and craftsmanship that go into bringing these historic aircraft back into airworthy condition. You mentioned earlier how the Spitfire we see here, the Mark IIA, was sold for scrap for just £25. Well, the Hurricane that we see here, our 4118, was to spend 54 years outside in India before it was purchased by Peter Vasher and restored to the superb condition we see it today. Getting airborne off the hard runway now though, B-17G flying forwards. And off the grass, here goes the Marshall's formation of Cessna 172s and the extra EA-200. Trying the Hurricane Spitfire incidentally for you. Al Pinner, the former commanding of the Battle Memorial Flight Team, is the Hurricane, and now in the civilian world, he's dead.
Well, next on our programme, of course, is one of Duxford's favourites, Resident B-17. Sally B, who has had quite a troubled time this past year or so. Numerous technical problems.
may well take to the air again there in the future. Sally B running in there.
Although this particular B-17, whereas the markings of the 8.5 B-17s originally entered service with the Royal Air Force, saw their first operations.
This year's prototype B-17 first took to the air in July 1935, and service entry of some pre-production examples occurred with the US Army Air Corps in 1937, but as Colin said, it was the Royal Air Force with 20 B-17Cs that it had requested in early 1940 that brought the Flying Fortress into service. It asked for them due to a lack of 4-engine heavy bombers at the time. The first operation by the Fortress Wands of number 90 Squadron was made to Wilhelmshaven on the 8th of July 1941, but of those 20 aircraft that it received, 8 had been lost by September.
As a method of operation, and eventually the bomber fleets were escorted initially by P-47 Thunderbolts and then eventually by Mustangs all the way to Berlin, and that really did change the air war over Germany.
In fact, it was that early, unsuccessful service of the Fortress with 90 Squadron Royal Air Force that helped turn the B-17 into Air Force. US Army Air Force with B-17s was carried out by B-17Es of the 97th Bomb Group, escorted by RAF Spitfires. They made a raid on the marshalling yards at Rouen in August 1942.
This aircraft also, of course, a film star. In fact, it still carries the nose art of the Memphis Belle. Starred in that particular film.